without telling.
Okay? No, I don't have to. Okay.
Oh, yeah, let him be in it.
No. It's not about me. It's about that. We'd like to welcome Carol Madison Hawkinson Peterson to our interview for the newsletter 2017 edition. Thank you for your time. We'd like to hear your highlights of the year, something that's new you're working on, and then we'll go through birth order of your 4 children. So, what would be the highlight of the year this year for you?
Well, to experience the joy of a new baby in the family. Colin and Caroline had little Edith on March 9th, and she's absolutely beautiful. That makes number 15. We're very thankful and blessed with these wonderful, wonderful children. And that's great. And I love her name, Edith Joy.
Oh.
So we call her Edie. And certainly another, I don't know if I could call it a highlight, just I'm so thankful and feel so lucky. I had a serious accident on May 3rd when I was on my way to choir, where I direct the choir at St. John's Lutheran Church, and I was waiting for the light to change, and when it did, I started to move into the intersection, and all of a sudden there was this big explosion and smoke and an airbag going off, and my car, CRV, was completely totaled. But the only injury I had was a burn on my arm from the airbag. It turned out a motorcycle was going 95 miles an hour. This was like 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Choir started at 6:30. I was really close to my church. I just had gone out for a little bit to have a snack before choir because I needed some food. I'd been going by crazy all day. It was a tragic thing for the motorcycle driver, and also his passenger. But I was extremely lucky.
Unscathed.
If I had been a little bit further into the intersection, he would have hit me, right on broadside, and that would have been it. So I was extremely lucky. I am so sad about him.
Yeah.
And
Loss of life.
The lady survived, but it was a horrendous experience. So anyway, that was certainly a defining moment for me as far as the precious gift of life, and to make the most of every day.
Every day.
And to value the people you're in contact with, tell them you love them, support them, encourage. It also, I think, propelled me to go ahead and think about changing my position as a church musician. So after 15 years, I resigned from St. John's Lutheran, and I'm going to St. Luke's Lutheran in Greendale starting August 15th. And I had a great time at St. John's. I loved it.
Mostly.
But I felt, I love the people.
Yeah.
And I think my work there was kind of finished because they wanted me to build up the choir. They wanted me to involve people in music ministry. They wanted me to make sure we had a children's choir and a lot of instruments that were being played.
Yeah. Did that?
I did it, and I felt good. We built up a nice library of music, so I'm really thankful for those years. And they had a fabulous party for me on the 16th.
Just like
in the
a week
afternoon.
ago, 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
So I feel very thankful. And Mark was really supportive all the time for us to make the move. So anyway, I'll be closer to Lisa's family. She's 5 minutes from this church, so I'm hoping, we'll be able to have them involved. We'll see. But anyway,
that's
thankful.
a lot going on in Carol's life. Now, your son Peter, he and his wife Heather are located where?
They are in Minneapolis proper. They have a beautiful home overlooking Cedar Lake. And they have 3 fantastic kids. Madeline, who's completed a year in China as a teacher. Amazing. Charlie finished Occidental college out in LA, and we got out there for his graduation. I just loved the whole thing.
Yeah, he's 23 and Maddie's 25.
Yes, and Daniel is loving singing and studying voice and opera.
Music
and he's at
theory.
Interlochen this for the whole summer, so it's just
He
exciting.
is not at the
He
lake
misses the family, but he is so...
in his element. Yeah, oh my word.
I am,
No, we want
I am
people to be happy.
thrilled
Really.
for
We want
him.
them healthy and happy.
you know, the passion of music, it never leaves you. I don't care.
I saw this coming. Well, so Daniel is 17,
17.
going to be a senior.
He's going to be 18.
He'll be, 18 in September.
Oh, so he is old. Okay, so that's Peter and his family, Paul
And then
and
my
his
son
family.
called. Oh,
Where did they live?
what great news with them. Paul is a teacher of Chinese in Singapore and has developed an excellent program for young children. And he's so successful at it, they want him to work with middle schools. Because, you know, Chinese is a very difficult language, and he makes it accessible. He also plays in a teacher band, so I'm so happy to hear
Enough
that
about
he's
me.
using,
Talk about my wife. Enough
using
about me.
his skills in music and spreading them so much joy. Because that, to me, music is about spreading joy and happiness and solace.
His wife, Ame,
And his
is
Ame,
Yes.
his wife, Zongmei Ame, is just the loveliest person you'd ever want to meet. And she is a speech pathologist. She brings a calmness to every situation, and she's so smart. We just love her. Oh, and as is Peter's wife, Heather, I
Oh,
failed
right,
to
we didn't
mention,
talk
she's
about
a
her.
brilliant
The editor.
doctor, and Peter has a thriving business. And he has been such a great support to Heather and his family, and so that's great.
and
And then Paul's two children,
Aoife,
Aoife, fantastic singer,
she's 16,
talented.
I think. Yeah,
16.
16.
I saw her DVD of Anything Goes. She is magnificent. And now it turns out
You got this,
turns out that Bjorn is equally talented, creative. He's taken a puppet class this summer, but he's going to be in a really fantastic production in Singapore.
Yes.
By the
Fun Home.
Yes,
Fun
Fun
Home.
Home, and it's put on by a UK company.
He's 13.
He's
And
13.
Let's move on to Colin. So you have so
I have a
many
lot of
people.
I don't want to be the longest interview.
Colin.
Colin is a great ESL teacher, ELL teacher in Minneapolis, in Apple Valley actually. His wife, his beautiful wife, Caroline, of course, mother of Edith now, and also Walter, who's 11. Stanley's almost 8, and Amos is 5. And then they have a lovely home in Apple Valley, Minnesota, and we're so happy that Colin and the boys are here at the lake this summer.
Yes, they are.
So
And
that's great.
they're in a great spot. Great home on a lake in Minnesota.
Lake Alamagnet.
And
their
his
dog
wife,
house.
Caroline, is a doctor.
She is well.
And changing her job, as I understand.
She's well respected not only as an obstetrician but as a surgeon, gynecological surgeon. She's you know, she was a resident in Salt Lake City, so she learned a lot of techniques there, and she's
Great.
really highly respected. And then we have Lisa.
Lisa
who
Alexandra.
Lisa is a excellent nurse at Children's Hospital. She's an emergency room nurse for children, and she's doing a great job with that. And then her husband Eric is an excellent carpenter. The 6 children, Ethan is going to be a junior at the University of Minnesota. He's so good with the kids, and he's helpful. He's just a great kid. Carly is 17, and she loves theater. She's in leadership at her high school. She's going to be a senior. Looking at colleges, maybe engineering, photography, she's not sure. Then Caleb is 9, almost 10. Bright little boy, loves school. Mason, the same. He's 8, just turned 8. Then Molly was just 5.
Right.
And Bodie, the apple of our eye, he's almost 2.
He is having a great time at the lake this year, let me tell you.
Yes.
And that's all 15.
And then Mark, my husband, is
Yep.
continuing to work with Johnson Controls, and he's somewhat frustrated because they've had a lot of change. And corporate America is difficult.
Yeah.
But he's by and large thankful to have a job and pretty good vacation and flexibility. So we're good. And we live still in Wauwatosa. We love going to concerts. We both sing in the Milwaukee Symphony Chorus and Master Singers in Milwaukee.
Oh, what a
I do.
rich,
And
active life you lead.
So we're having good times, and it's just great to be at the lake and be with. And I'm so thankful. All my kids are here.
Yep.
2 grandkids
We
missing.
make a point to come look. She came probably the farthest. Right?
Yes,
Came from
Madeline from China.
Madeline.
Yes. Well, actually, only one grandchild
No,
is
she
missing.
came from Kathmandu.
Only Edith is missing. So there's 14, and Daniel.
Oh yeah.
So there's 13 of the
We
15
still
are
take
here.
group photo and Photoshop this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Paper cutouts.
and I'm so appreciative of my son Paul
Yes.
for putting together this interview, and
Labor of love.
I love my family, my 6 siblings, and we're missing Susie, who's going to be with her daughter.
yeah.
But
We interviewed her.
okay, but it's so great to be here. Beautiful Montana.
Thank you, Carol, for your time
Thank
and
you,
for
Mr.
contributing
Hawkinson.
to the newsletter. Yes,
Mr. Hawkinson.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And that's a cut.
And